Good morning, Derek. Good morning, good friend. Yes, indeed you are. Good morning, everybody. I sure hope it's a good one for everybody. Good morning. Good morning, Jamie. Good morning. Excuse me. Good morning. Boop. Good slow morning. How's that? Good morning, Four Leaf. I can see you out there. I see the four leaf. How about five leaves? Don't most marijuana plants have five leaves? Good morning, Sue Little and Kitty Cat. Good morning, Mernon. Mernon, Mr. Phillips. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. We're going to have a fast start and a quick finish here today. I'll explain when there's a couple more people here. Good morning, Nerdy and Anthony. There's my guy, Anthony. Anthony made an orange Julius. Anthony made an orange Julius the other day. Said it was good. I'm gonna have a strawberry smoothie soon. Later this afternoon. Good morning, Exception. Exceptionally exceptional. Good morning. Yes, indeed. Strawberry Julius yesterday. Good morning, Hayes. My problem, Anthony, with my Julius is I made it a little too sweet. I think I can cut back on the amount of sugar that recipe calls for. I don't think I need that kind of sugar in it next time. So I'm just going straight smoothie this time. Frozen strawberries and frozen bananas. Good morning, Jimmy. Good morning. You know, one of the recipes, Derek, calls for a vanilla protein powder, and I don't have it. I should get some. Yeah. Vegas, you're down for the pina colada. I get it. Yeah. Anthony, you didn't need the sugar, right? There was plenty in the strawberries. Pina colada. Sounds interesting. Good morning. Pops is going to surprise you guys a little this morning. No lab jacket today. Good morning, Laura. And Trent. Okay, a little sugar still, Anthony. Okay. Alrighty, Streety. Wait till you see Pops this morning. He looks like somebody's gift. Here we go. Anybody recognize this? This shirt? Anybody out there recognize this shirt from New Hampshire? Huh? What do you think about this shirt from New Hampshire and this out of control beard guy that was supposed to get it trimmed this weekend and didn't? Good morning. I have, yeah, Laura, this came from the Streetster. Thank you, nerdy. It's a little cold, so I put it on this morning, and I said, you know what? Well, I've got stuff. You can hear my voice a little, right? Pops broke down last night. I broke down. Thank you, Streety. This is a great shirt. It's so comfortable. I can't even begin to tell you how comfortable my lumberjack shirt from New Hampshire and Streety is. Pops had a breakdown last night. I think I should just go ahead and show you guys. You think I should show you? I might have to show you. It had been since early June. I can't remember the exact date. June 4th, 5th, 6th, something like that. Early June. Since since Pop puffed. Since I puffed. It had been since early June. Thank you, Joe. This is a beautiful, such a comfortable shirt. I can't even begin to tell you how comfortable this shirt is. Yeah, it had been since early June since Pop had puffed. The herbals. The greenies. And I was feeling sadness last night. Sadness. And I was also packing the gifts that I was giving away yesterday. And those gifts, if we remember, they've got an eighth of supplemental supplements from Pops. And then there's also a nice bag. One of those kind of plastic bags that you can't smell through. There was one of those filled with lobster butter THCA from Derek Anderson. So I'm filling up these boxes, packaging them, putting the labels on them, getting them ready to go to the mail first thing this morning. And all of a sudden, thank you, Aaron. All of a sudden, my sadness took over. Sue, I didn't. I slept terrible. We got to be honest. I slept terrible. You can hear it in my voice. I'm also sad. I had the urgy McOrgy to puff some of that THCA. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna take a couple of hits of the lobster butter from Derek Anderson. First time since June. I'm looking around and I can't find a pipe. All my bongs are in storage in the garage and I can't find a pipe anywhere. I'll tell you in a minute what's making me sad, babe. First, I have to wrap myself out. So close here, and if I had, I'll tell you what, Anthony, the lobster butter was strong. 2 hits I took, and also the fact that I haven't puffed, in a few months. I gotta tell you, Derek, that stuff is really good. I gotta tell you, my friend, 2 hits. And I was like, wait a minute. This stuff's really, I'm high. I'm high right now. I was high. But how did I puff it? 67-year-old man. I have to make my own pipe. I was... Can you... Oh, Streety. I'm like, I gotta make my own pipe. What do I have around here that I can make a pipe with? Okay, who does this take back a little bit? Okay, if I had $1 for every time I made one. Okay, well, there it is. Why do I wrap myself out? Oh, gosh. I didn't plan on showing this to anybody. I didn't really plan on showing that until this morning. I'm like, oh, I can't believe it. 67 years old. I'm sitting around making a pipe like I was 17 and you can't buy them. Okay, clearly I had gotten rid of all my smoking devices, except for a couple that I have in storage in the garage, some bongs. Oh my gosh. Two hits was all it took, and I'm done. I put the toilet paper roll down, the steamroller. Yeah. Oh, good morning, Deborah Pearl. I miss my Deborah. Oh, good morning. No, Classic, it actually started. Classic. I need your address. Classic. It started my sadness. Now I'm high. And I never do this. I don't. I never do this. I never really scroll through the posts, reading them, and even going so far as to make a comment on somebody else's post. I usually just click a heart. I usually just say heart to one. But I don't usually put comments. And I found a series of posts that made me sad. I'm not being political. Every time I say I'm not being political, you know I'm going to be political. I don't mean to talk bad about somebody, but whenever they do the but, you listen to what comes next. Ignore everything they just said and listen to what comes next. I don't mean to talk about politics, but the government shutdown has me sad. I'm not talking about who, what, which side. They're all idiots. At the end of the day, they work for us, but they're not working. And they're still getting their paycheck. I know a couple of people that aren't. And I know a couple of people that aren't getting a paycheck now. Federal workers. And then I also know two people. I agree with that Classic. And I know two people that I would normally want to be jokey this morning, but I don't feel great. I didn't sleep well. I got high as a kite yesterday when I didn't know I'd get that high. 2 hits. I know 2 people that are going to lose their SNAP benefits. The one where they get a card from the government. It's not even that much. $190 a month on their card. And these are people, in my opinion, be it so humble. These are people that need food. They need the assistance. They're not scamming the system. They're the people I want to help with my taxes. Right, Aggie? They're the people I want to help with my taxes. That if I could write a tax check, it would be to them and help them out. $190, nerd, and that's all you get for a month. That doesn't go very far if you've seen the price of things. I went shopping a couple of days ago. 4 of those little plastic grocery bags, not even full, $58. And I don't even know what I got. A few frozen things. And I'm looking at posts last night, both on IG and on TikTok. And I see people actually shaming and making fun of people that are going to be losing their food benefits. And it hurt my heart. I mean, hurt my heart. I think I was extra sensitive because I was buzzy, but my heart was hurting for the people that are unaccountably, because the government doesn't want to do its job. And that's all I have to say about the politics of it. The human side of it is, I know I have 2 very close people, close to me, that I don't know how they're going to eat. They don't know how they're going to, they don't even live paycheck to paycheck because they don't even get a paycheck. I had to reach out to one of them that lives close by. I had to reach out to one that lives close by as I'm reading these texts. And I'm a grown ass man, but I cried last night. Again, it's probably thanks to you, Derek, and your amazing weed. But I was sensitivo last night. And I'm feeling it, man. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it as the days come. I've got 2 friends that missed their last check. And I have 2 friends, different friends. One's a relative. That at the end of this month, the card won't work anymore. The card won't work. And one of the people have already maxed the card. They were just waiting for it to reload. Like, I knew of this person. I gave him a call. I'm not being a saint here to you guys. Please understand this. And I'm not bragging. This isn't a dry brag. It's not. But in the midst of my sorrow for the person, I said, let me take you grocery shopping tomorrow. Let's load you up a little bit. And now we're crying together on the phone. And this person deserves the benefits. They are legitimately disabled. I have another person that doesn't live close to me. Lives in another state, losing their card. I'm not doing, again, I didn't say that to dry brag. I said it because that's why I'm dressed like I am today. Because I'm not feeling like tea with pops. I'm feeling like sympathy. Not even empathy. Empathy means I've probably experienced, I've never been at the point where a card was going to be shut off on me and I was going to starve. But I can sympathize. We're going to cut the show short at 10 minutes to 10 today because I have to drive about 25, 30 miles up to my buddy's house. He lives in Pontiac, which is about 30 miles from here. And we're gonna, and I have to do it where you're not shaming the person. But I've been reading these posts of people that are making fun of or questioning or saying, yeah, you shouldn't have a card. You're a lowlife scam. I know there are some. I'm not that naive. But it's not for me to say. It's not my job to shame somebody that is up against the wall. Not my job. My job's to try to help them. And when I see people poking at other people in the kicking them while they're down, basically. Some of these posts, especially nerdy, especially on TikTok. For some reason, TikTok gets brutal. You may have a freezer full, but the guy that you're making fun of doesn't. Memnock, I will have syringes here this weekend of pop gens. But TikTok, and I never go to TikTok, but I did yesterday. I fed this sadness by going and looking for more of these posts and reading them and going, oh my God, how dare him? And then I'm all of a sudden in a position of a judge. You're welcome. Reach out to me this weekend. I'm actually pulling syringes this weekend of ODPE and Ghost, and those will be available for a slight donation. So reach out to me, and then we've already started grain bags colonizing. So I'm going to have about 15 grain bags ready in about, let's say, 3 weeks for shipping. Rhiannon, thank you. That's awfully kind of you. Very kind of you, thank you. I don't feel it this morning, that's for sure. Had a little bit of a nasally. I didn't sleep well. I got high last night. I ran down a rabbit hole of sadness. And I just want you guys, okay, Joe, reach out to me anytime. I'll let you guys know for sure this Friday, but yeah, they're happening. I'll be pulling syringes this weekend. Oh, nerves. Will a fire cider help? Hold on one sec. Nurse Ratchet. Nurse sent Pops this fire cider, 2 bottles of this, along with a couple of other goodies in the bag. Extra strength respiratory rescue, ultimate immune boost, antiviral protection, natural and homeopathic, Texian herbaceuticals. I forgot that I had these till you just now mentioned it to me, dear. So right after this, I'll take, what do? You take Take about a half ounce daily. I'm going to try this afterwards. But thank you. This came from Nurs. Thanks for reminding me that I have this. Okay? And I believe that this is her product. This is her biz. Texian, because I know she's in Texas. Texian Herbaceutical. I love the way, and it's THC. THC. That's your vendor. Okay. That's her vendor. I'm looking forward to it. I completely forgot I had it, and it's sitting up there in my next to my spices in my spice cupboard. So I'll give that a shot. You guys, if there's anything you can do, there was salve in the box too. Yes, there is, Nurse. Yes. And I'll let you guys know tomorrow how it goes. Okay? I'll let you guys know tomorrow how it goes. It was a nice gift box, and I really appreciate it. You guys, I would just beg you to post things that are kind and not things that are running other people down that are having a rough time. And I don't think too many of my friends here do that. I think it's important that we lift each other up in times. It's strong. Okay, Nurse. I'm looking forward to it. It just sounds scary when it's called fire cider. I'm like, oh gosh, am I going to catch myself on fire? That's it, Herbs. Just why can't we be more positive? You know, this world, I'm sitting here old manning you guys this morning, and I'm sorry, I didn't prepare anything for today. I didn't. I normally have everything prepared, and I spend an hour ahead of time getting things ready, reading, getting my mind right. I should be telling Terrible Joke Tuesdays, but I don't feel jokey today. I didn't sleep well. I tossed and turned and tossed and turned. And then I still need to bail out a little bit early. So today isn't, I'm doing my best. Let's put it that way. Today we'll do our best. And not judge ourselves for it not being, what a great show. Have a great day, Nerdy. I love you. Guys, find a way to help somebody right now. Because our government isn't. I'm not talking about which side. I'm not being, no D's and R's and nothing. I'm a straight up independent. Period. And I don't have I wish I could run for office, but I think I'm like Herbie. I have too many skeletons. They're not in the closet anymore. They're dancing around. If I didn't have so many skeletons dancing around, I'd want to do something. That's a good one, Sam. I love that. Yeah, Herbie, I have a graveyard too. And it's not even like I don't care if I'm exposed. I've already exposed it all myself at some point or another. But well, we just try to make a difference here. I agree with what Jesus Christ just said. No more TikTok. Why I even went on there and subjected myself to that negativity, got personally involved. It's almost as if I took it personal When the posts are not about me, they're not even about the people that are being made fun of or called scammers or any of that. They're about the person that posted it. You're exhibiting your own soul. I don't know that I found a single, maybe there was one or two, I wasn't looking for them. Where were the posts about compassion in times like this? Where were the posts about how can I help in times like this? Instead of good for they deserve, they shouldn't have had a card in the first place, blah, blah, blah. Comparing themselves to less fortunate people. I have to avoid that social media because it's just dark. It's rude. It's thoughtless. It's soul revealing. What's your soul look like? Well, let me just go ahead and show you. I'll put on a nasty commented post. I'll show you what it looks like. Thank you. Thanks for that. What's funny is I had planned. Is that true, Streety? I never even considered that. Streety says you might be surprised how many of those negative comments are simply bots, keeping the controversy and argument going as long as possible. Never ever even thought of that in my life. Sounds, you know how creepy that is? That's almost worse. Like that means whoever's involved in charge of the algorithms and stuff are willing to do that. Foreign government, Derek Anderson. See, you guys are so far ahead of me. You guys are like, you're so far thinking on this stuff beyond me. Wow. Food for thought. I'm sitting here getting upset with the poster. And then you guys are going, yeah, there's probably a few of those, but there's probably a whole lot of other ways it's coming at us. My soul's going to hurt till I'm through shopping today. I have to go shopping with my friend just to heal a wound that I have. Give me 5 people that understand that. Give me 5 people that understand that. Can I tell you something? As we're sitting here, I got a wound. And the truth is, I sort of wounded myself by going and looking up these posts. I'm sitting here assuming we're all good. We only want to post positive, nice things. As I'm sitting here, an email just came across my situation. Hi, Pops. I sent you a few few dollars in your Cash App to help you help your friend in need that you talked about today. I just got that from one of you. I haven't looked at the Cash App. But I got goosebumps, and I'm not joking. I have goosebumps. That's beautiful. Gosh. Calico Kid sent that. He's an older fellow. He's like my age. We get along. He's always been extremely generous. Random donations. And then I try to send him something. Oh, no, Pops, I'm not asking for anything back. Wow. It was beautiful. And he didn't ask for me to share that either. Matter of fact, he's probably going to write me later and say you didn't need to do that. I don't mind shouting out kindness. I don't mind that for a moment. I want to stand on a roof and shout it out. Wow. My friends just got a bigger grocery bag. Thank you. Sad today. I'm sad. Not so much right now, because I get to talk about it. And it's going to be worse once people start getting their insurance premiums. I have a sister on the West Coast. She's the sole earner for her family. And they don't make a lot of money. And her insurance premiums are going to go through the roof. Through the roof. Well, I'm already living paycheck to paycheck. I gotta help her if I can, if she'll take it. What's the difference in your premium? Let's see if we can help. So I'm in my feels today. And it's funny because I had talked about yesterday, the topic of today was going to be sympathy. Sympathy is what I was choosing to talk about yesterday for today. I didn't really get it ready. Derek got me high. Derek. Right, Streety? You're such a good man. So's my buddy Calico Meow Kitty. Sympathy. Not pity. Sympathy. It can often be it can often be confused with pity. But pity puts me up here, looking down on you. Sympathy is different. Sometimes if I sympathize with somebody, it might trigger shame in them. I have to be careful. Because at no point am I trying to make it to shame someone. I just feel really bad for what they're going through. And I've never been there. Sympathy tends to disconnect us if it's used wrong. That's why sometimes we just want to, can we just stick with empathy? Compassion. I got about 10 minutes left here. thinking of you at this sad time and sending love. That's sympathy. That's sympathy. There's a Sufi saying that closely aligns the way I feel. When the heart grieves over what it has lost, the spirit rejoices over what is left. Malcolm Forbes said, the more sympathy you give, the less you need. Oh gosh, Pops, that's a good one. I want to give sympathy then. The more sympathy I give, the less I need. I'm sorry for the downer today here, you guys. It's a downer show. Debbie Downer. But I'm being real. I'm being genuine. I'm not going to come on here and be a phony baloney. My heart burst yesterday. 4 people I know intimately are directly being impacted right now. And then I sit around and I'm unable to fill my refrigerator. God didn't promise days without pain, or laughter without sorrow, or sun without rain. But he promised strength for the day, comfort, the tears, and light for the way. I'm wishing comfort to people to help them face the days ahead. I think it's going to get rougher. I've lived paycheck to paycheck many times in my life. Today I'm just a touch more blessed. And then I have friends like Calico. A friend of a friend, he wants to help my friend. But I've lived there. I can picture times in my life, if this had been happening to me, I don't know how I'd make it. Especially because I didn't have friends like I do today. The friends I've made. The friends we grow. I had 2 or 3, and most of them are good time Charlies. They're your friends when the sun's shining. But you need a ride to the grocery store? No, well, I'm kind of busy today. I don't want to be too busy. I just want us to be able to talk about it for today. I promise. I feel like I'm just being me today. That's why I didn't even put on a lab jacket. With sympathy, words can wipe away your tears. Hugs won't ease your pain. Hugs won't feed you. I have to do an action. We got to put it into action. You know somebody, man, a single loaf of bread and I don't know if I ever told you guys this before. Pops was homeless once. Homeless. This guy. And I don't tell people. But I was homeless once. Now it was behind drugs. I was a weird homeless guy. Let me tell you what kind of homeless guy I was. I had a job. I went to work every day. I'd get to my job early. I was working for a roofing company. And I had a key to the yard and a key to the office because I ran one of the roofing crews. It was in my late 20s. And I had a key. So I'd let myself into the office, go to the bathroom, and do a bathroom cleanup. And I was always, how come Kirby's always the first one at work? Well, you guys don't know. I don't tell you at work that when I say homeless, I wasn't even as bad as some homeless. I at least had a van that I lived in. I lived in my van, parked at a park when I would get off work. Well, Pops, if you had a check, what were you doing? On Friday, I'd buy drugs with my check. I'd party all weekend. Smoke the whole thing up in crack. And then go to work on Monday, and I'd be clean and sober Monday through Friday. Hunkered down in a van. I might have $5 left from the weekend. You know what I did? Really, Greenie? You know what I did? It was true. I used to shoplift food. I would shoplift my food. I'd go into the grocery store with a knapsack, and I'd put the knapsack in the kids' part of the rolling cart. And I'd walk around the store putting stuff in the cart, filling it up, checking cameras, checking no store detectives behind. Every once in a while I'd slip something into my knapsack. And I always had to do something that didn't need a refrigerator. Jar of nuts, mixed nuts, lasted no problem. A pack of bologna. Wonder bread, a loaf of bread, some crackers, filling it up. And then I'd slowly pretend I'm taking my cart up to the cashier, and I'd park the cart, put my knapsack on, and walk out. I did one lift a week. Get in my van, go park in the parking lot at a park, and spend the night there. That was in the days they didn't have cards, food stamp cards. And even if they did, I wouldn't have qualified because I actually had a job. But the drugs were more important to me. And it was at that time, living like that for a few months, You talk about feeling shame. You talk about, I'm like one of the smartest guys I know. I'm successful at everything I do, even shoplifting. I'm foreman at the store at work, but I couldn't get off the drugs, cocaine, and I wasn't sniffing. I was smoking crack. Finally, one day, I'm gonna just stay a little longer. I'll let my friend know. See, this is what I was feeling yesterday. People are going to have to live like this right now. And it's not because they're druggies. 2 of them are legitimately disabled. Legitimately cannot work. I have gone from being a cocaine dealer, making thousands a month, to now getting high on my own supply. Now I'm hooked on crack. So I call my mom. First of all, I ran into a friend. And he's going, Kirby, I'm looking at him and go, you look so good. He used to be one of my party buddies. He goes, oh, I've stopped. I don't do that stuff anymore. I go, how'd you kick? And he goes, oh, my parents sent me to a rehab. It was one of those, wasn't Betty Ford, but it was one of those Betty Ford ones. Actually, it was one out in the country where you got to ride horses and stuff. You went to a cowboy rehab. Expensive thing. A few grand a month to go there. And he said how great it was for him. And that, boop, a light went off in my head. And he said, yeah, my parents sent me. Well, at the time, my father had already passed away, but my mother was doing okay. I finally go to a payphone. This is in, let me give you the year, 1988. 1988. I call my mom. I say, Mom, I need help. She goes, I've been waiting for this call. Moms are so beautiful. God, moms are just the best. I love moms. She goes, I've been waiting for this call. I didn't even tell her what I needed help for yet. She knew. I'd skip holidays at the house, didn't go, because I'm too busy getting high. So I've been waiting for this call. I hope I'm not boring anybody here, honestly. This is what I was feeling yesterday, and even some this morning. It was like, I know what it feels like. I know how desperate it gets. And we make fun of them. We got posts saying, I'm better than you. Look at what I have. I got this and you don't and you shouldn't. And to hell with you. Instead of writing that post, why don't you write a post? I call my mom. Mom, I need help. I've been waiting for this call. I said, Mom, I need to go to rehab. I fully expected, this is the truth, I wasn't practicing the third agreement at this point. I had made an assumption that she was going to help me. I'd also made an assumption, wait for it, that I was going to get to go to Cowboy Coke Camp. Just like my friend. I want to go ride horses and get sober. Okay? I go, Mom, I need to go to rehab. And I can't afford it. I don't have any money. I'm living paycheck to paycheck and I'm smoking the whole paycheck on Friday night. She says to me, she calls me by my nickname. And she says, call me back tomorrow. I'll make some phone calls, but I'll help you. Okay? So I'm overnight going, woohoo! I'm going to go to, yay! I'm going to go to Cowboy Camp and get sober. And Mom's going to spend $5,000 a month on me because she loves me. I call her the next day at a prearranged time. She told me what time to call her. And she said, park your van. And John, that was her boyfriend at the time. She got a boyfriend after my dad died. Okay? And John will be by to pick you. Yeah, thanks. I'm off to Club Med. She goes, John will be by to pick you up. That's all she told me. I'm thinking, this is a true story. I'm thinking, John's going to drive me to Cowboy Camp. Okay? So I park my van in a friend's driveway, give him the keys, say, I'll be back after Cowboy Camp and I'm going to be sober. He's like, yeah, good luck with that. And John has the address, and at the prearranged time, John comes and picks me up. And I get in the seat of the car, and I'm like, I'm already 1 day sober, man. I didn't get high yesterday. I'm ready to go to rehab. I'm actually excited about going to rehab. And we drive about 4 miles. Cowboy Camp, by the way, is 100 miles away. We drive about 4 miles. And John's now going uphill. At the top of the hill is the VA hospital, Veterans Administration Hospital. He goes, yeah, your mom called around and she found out that as a veteran, you qualify to go to veterans rehab run by the Marine Corps that I had gotten out of, and last thing in the world I wanted to do is turn myself into the Marines and tell them I'm a loser. My mom sent me to Marine Corps rehab. Okay? Oh, John pulls up and almost kicks me out in the driveway. Okay? Here you go. It's not quite Cowboy Camp. Now you go and live in barracks that you used to be in boot camp. And these barracks, hoorah! Instead, I'm kicked out on the curb at VA. I'll go check yourself in. Your mom already called them and your name's on a list. They're waiting for you to check in. My mom had spent hours dialing people up, talking to Sergeant Major so-and-so, talking to the officer of the day, talking to a doctor at the hospital. You got to help my son out. How do we do it? He needs to get in there quick. Literally within 24 hours after turning myself into my mom, she's turned me into the Marine Corps boot camp. Okay, excuse me, Marine Corps rehab. And it was the best thing, the best gift my mom ever gave me. It was a 28-day live-in program, 28 days, dry you out, ship shape you up, making you do that back to calisthenics and exercise and 3 meals a day and good food and counseling sessions every day and group meetings. And in that time, I remember that one of the instructors looked around the room. He said, out of all of you guys in here, only 5% of you are going to still be sober in a year. That hit me like a brick bat. I said, 5% of us? 5%. And out of that 5%, 10% of that 5% will last 5 years. And don't ask me why, but now I had some Marine Corps, I got some Marine Corps guts back. Derek, that was exactly what happened. I said to myself, I didn't say it out loud. I said to myself, that's how I can get my honor back. Because I felt so ashamed. I was so ashamed that now I'm no longer an honorable Marine, but I'm the dregs of the Marines. I'm the shitbird that I never wanted to be. And I said, I'm going to get the 1 year. And then after, is that what the numbers turn out to be, Justin? 1 in 250? And I said, when I get that, I'm going to also get the 5 years. Now, I wasn't doing my 1 day at a time that they teach you. I'm already 5 years. And I got to tell you, biggest pat on the back to me, 37 years. 37 years since I've gone near the white devil. I told you this whole story to tell you. Saying I'm 30. We're up there, aren't we, girl? I told you that story not as a dry brag. I told you that because I understand. I was homeless. Through my own design. Not because I was disabled. Not because I legitimately deserved anybody's help. But I know what it's like to starve. I know what it's like to need help. I know what it's like. I can still touch back to the shame that I felt. And how I took that and I started sponsoring men. And I went to a Bible college. And I dramatically changed my life. Dramatically changed my life. Got back on the ball. Went on to do teaching and preaching and started 5 companies. And I tell someone today, oh yeah, I was homeless. They're not you. It can happen to any of us for a variety of reasons. We need sympathy, empathy, and compassion. We need to be there when the phone rings and somebody's saying, I need help. They may not get it the way they thought they were going to. They may not go to cowboy camp. But we're here to help each other. We are here to serve each other. Not to tear each other down or make fun of each other for the circumstances we're in. Or lift ourselves up and say, how come you can't be like me? Well, I can't. I'm me. And I'm broke, and I'm broke and I need a food card. I'm not going to sit in judgment of that person, how they got there. That's not my business. Enough said, Pops. I ran long. It's okay, my friend. I've already just texted him, let him know. Calico Kitty, I love you. Thank you for that help. I'm going to put more in the grocery cart for him now. Thank you. Enough said today. It wasn't the laughter show today. And I won't probably be in this headspace tomorrow because I'm going to go try to heal my wounds today. A quick drive by Kroger's and fill up a cart and do it in a way that won't make somebody feel shame. But lift each other up. And it's all I can do today. That's all. That's what I got available in me today. I want you guys to do the same. Look around. I'm not telling you go grocery shopping for someone. I'm telling you, if nothing else, understand that people are going through a really, really, really rough time now. A really rough time. And the clouds are on the horizon. I don't see sunshine right now. I don't think it's going to get easier. And the last thing we want to do is kick people when they're down. Right, Nymph? Don't kick people when they're down. Be a good Samaritan. Everybody else walked right by that poor man on the side of the road. Except his enemy from another country walked right by him and said, "Let me help you." Samaria was not a country that liked the other country. The Samaritan was from a completely enemy. It would be like a Russian asking a Ukrainian, "What can I do to help you?" Try to be a Samaritan. That's my message for today. I love you guys. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for hearing my sadness and my pain. Thanks for sharing what could be shame, but's not. Like I turned out okay. Thanks to Mom in the Marine Corps. Thanks to my mom in the Marine Corps. It worked. And that just started me on the road. Then I had a lot more work to do. Okay? Samaritans, find a way to help the poor, to help the needy, to help the hungry. Thank you guys. Thank you for all your kind comments here. I'm reading them. And I'm going to have a blessed day. Yep, Catzilla Serenity Prayer Time, all the way live. Just what I can do today. Find somebody to help. Have a good day, you guys. I'm going to scroll you out. I don't have anything else to say. Maybe I could go on for another hour. If you've been there, you feel it even more. I don't want to see people having to steal to eat. I don't want to see that. I'd rather see the assholes get back to work and figure it out. After all, I am paying them. So are you. After all, we're paying them. They're cashing. While the rest of people, well, they're people that they're supposed to serve are starving. No politics. Yeah, really missing their wisdom, right, Sanum? Herbie, tomorrow, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, is going to be doing a tech talk. We are all looking forward to it. It's going to be wonderful. He's always got something super smart to say to us. Okay? Have a great day. I'm going to scroll you guys out, and then I'm going to jump on my horse, not the one from Cowboy Camp, but the old Rolls Canardly, and roll on over to my pal's house. Vaggie, have a wonderful day. Cyber Jolie, Calico Kitty, you know how much I love you. Brian C., Salmondo, Glassic, and Nurs. I'm definitely going to be hot fire cider. Aaron and Cleany and Santa, Mr. Marmars and Joe Dees and Jesus Cristo de Australia. Saul and Sammy P. and Hurry Von Werby Kabop and Derek Anderson. Thank you. Choose kindness. Catzilla, Sue Little, Sam, Nippy, Derek, Sammy P., the Wizzy, the Wazzy, Wazerton. There should be a constitutional amendment. They don't get paid until we get paid. Pidgey, Page, Aaron, FIFO, nice to see you. Kim and Sanum, thank you. No more TikTok for Pops. Hags, Healing Hearts, my own. Headbuster, Michael Shanti Patterson. Jesus and Laura Devine. Nerves, Joe D's, Greenie. You and I are like this, okay? 0640, thank you for being here. Kim, Greenie, Sammy P, Glassic, Trenty the Trenty Trenterson, Jesus, Cristo, Mr. Marmar, Streety, loving my shirt, I'm wearing it. Pharmacy Runner, good day. Joshua, thank you. Joe D's and Nersey and Herb and Nip and Joshua. Pops, peace. Serve. Be a Samaritan today. Find someone and treat them like you're a Samaritan. Pops out.